Ooh.
Man.
Smells like power.
It smells like a Twizzlers to me.
A Twizzlers?
Twizzlers.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just like red licorice.
I can see that.
Yeah.
I love Twizzlers, though.
If you're new here, this is Aaron. I'm Josh.
I'm Aaron.
Welcome to Stuff and Whiskey, where we taste a lot of things blind. And today what we're doing is tasting 3 pours blind, single blind.
Yes.
We know what's in the flight, but we don't know what's what because we got this bottle of O.H. Ingram Uncharted and figured, you know what? Let's put it up against some of the big names in low-proof weeded bourbon for this kind of ballpark price point. So in this blind is also Weller Special Reserve, as well as good old Maker's Mark, kind of the mainstay in weeded bourbon that most people know. Weller Special Reserve being a bottle that a lot of people try to get their hands on. Can't always do it. So we're going to see if the O.H. Ingram Uncharted can stand up to these 2 titans of weeded bourbon.
Okay.
And we'll tell you what's what. If you want to spoil this for yourself, check the video description below. And at the bottom or in that list, we'll tell you what glass is what. So you can kind of follow along. If you don't want it spoiled for you, or maybe you want to guess, then be blind with us as we go. So
it smells strong, but I do get the licorice that you're getting, but it's cherry licorice. Yeah. It's not black licorice.
Cheers. But first, we have to talk about today's video sponsor, ZBiotics, the world's first genetically engineered probiotic designed to tackle the rough mornings after drinking. This stuff right here is a game changer, and it is super simple to use to feel your very best the next day after having some pours. All you do is shake it up, crack it open, drink your ZBiotics. Then you have your other drinks, and you have a great morning the next day.
Because let's face it, we don't bounce back like we used to.
No, not at all. This stuff helps us immensely. We were skeptics, turned subscribers. We tried ZBiotics. It changed the game for us. And actually, we thought that first time had to have been a fluke. So we tried it again, and we became subscribers ourselves. We've actually subscribed for the last 2 years personally, and it wasn't until we subscribed that we reached out and ZBiotics became a sponsor.
We don't do any recording for the channel, barrel picks, live streams, none of that without ZBiotics first.
That's true. We show up to barrel picks, break open a box of ZBiotics, and people are like, oh, that's for real. Yeah, it's for real, because feeling our best the next day after having some drinks is very important to us. And if feeling your best the next day after some pours is important to you as well, then you can click that link at the top of the video description or scan this QR code right up here, and that will take you over and get you a 15% discount. And if you want to subscribe like we do, that first month will get you an even bigger discount. And all of this is completely risk-free because they have a 100% money-back guarantee. So get you some ZBiotics, whether it's a 3-pack, a 6-pack, or a 12-pack like we subscribe to. Thank us later. And ZBiotics, thank you for making a product that we love so much that we can stand behind and we can recommend to you guys. Now that we've got our ZBiotics in, let's get back to the video.
That's good. It's
first sip of the day. That's exactly what I want.
Yeah.
Low-proof weeded bourbon to be.
It smells like it's going to be stronger, like it's going to have more of a punch to me. Like it smells like there is more ethanol present. But then on the palate, it's nice.
Soft, sweet.
Soft but flavorful. Sweet but not too sweet.
The flavors track. It's got that red Twizzlers thing going on. Red licorice, almost like a red vines type of thing. Like just juicy red.
All that sounds delicious to me.
Juicy red is what that tastes like.
Yeah.
I'm going to take one more sip of it.
I already have, but I'll take another one. I'm not mad at this.
On second sip, we say this sometimes, like a little bit of that popsicle stickiness.
A little more of the wood comes through on the second sip. That seems to always be the case for me. I always get more of the barrel influence coming through, as you say. The barrel influence, because I'm so smart. And
the proof point on these is all pretty close. So Weller Special Reserve and Maker's Mark are both 90 proof.
Okay.
And then the Uncharted is 92 proof. So we're all in the same wheelhouse.
Wow, for that low a proof, that's got, whatever that one is, has good flavor. Like the concentration of flavor.
Yeah. By the way, if you're not familiar with O.H. Ingram, it's river-aged whiskey, so they put the whiskey in the barrels and then they send it out on a boat on the Mississippi River, so Mississippi and Ohio rivers.
Okay.
In their floating rick house. So the idea there is that the barrels are getting moved by the water, the whiskey's getting agitated in the barrels and getting more interaction with the wood.
Okay.
Now, O.H. Ingram did send us this bottle, but we're completely blind. It might come in last here. Who knows?
Yeah.
Might come in first. We're just seeing where it lands in the lineup.
Right. Okay.
Class B.
We don't have to do a video on it
No.
either. They just sent it to us for funsies.
And we don't have to send this to them for review or anything like that. We just figured the bottle showed up, so we wanted to share our thoughts about it with you guys. If it's as good as these other two, great. If it can beat them, great. Maybe there's a new weeded bourbon on the market that people can get excited about grabbing a bottle of for a nice, easy sipper.
Yeah. Have you already said the price point on that? What's that price point?
I think it's like $40, $45.
Okay.
I'm not 100% sure, to be honest with you.
Oh, we should probably look that up.
Oh, man. Glass B here smells a little bit more rich caramelly.
Yeah, it definitely is farther away from the fruit notes. Glass 1 had more fruit notes, red fruit.
Yeah, Glass 1, red fruit. Glass 2, caramel, vanilla, more caramel.
It still comes through very ethanol heavy on the nose. This one does too.
I'm almost even getting a little bit of floralness on this too, like almost a very, very slight perfuminess, which is something I've been picking up more lately on a lot of different porters for some reason. I don't know, like just a little bit of like gardenia type of thing,
okay.
On the palate. Cheers. I mean, it's weeded. It's 90 proof weeded bourbon, 90-ish proof weeded bourbon. Soft, easy, sweet. Generally, like very sweet, very little spice, especially on the finish. Like it just kind of just tapers off pretty quickly on the finish.
I don't like this one as much as the first one because that first sip, I almost tasted nothing. I was so confused, and so I had to take a second sip. And that second sip, I tasted more wood. I tasted more like a oak barrel, but still, like that's it. Interesting. That was weird because it smelled so like oomph, and then I drank it, and it was like.
How did it go? Okay. We might be having a slightly different experience because to me that pour does come through with more caramel, a little more vanilla, and actually after taking my second sip, I'm actually getting a little bit of spice on the back of the palate.
I will say that there's a finish there that does not exist in the other one.
Yeah.
In the first glass. The finish is where I'm getting the flavor though. Yeah. I did not get flavor up until this finish that is lingering. I do love that, but it was just weird. The drinking experience was weird because I didn't get flavor until the finish.
Well, sometimes the order in which you taste things can affect.
Yeah, for sure.
With the first one being so sweet, it's just so fruity sweet, coming into the second glass, that could have affected. It could have been the way you sipped. Could have been a number of things.
Could have been everything. The moon phase.
The second sip on that one, on the second glass for me though, really nice. Like, honestly, for what we're drinking, impressive. As like I still taste the finish right now.
The finish is impressive.
Which is crazy. We've been talking for a couple minutes, and I'm still tasting the finish on the second glass. Yeah, that is really nice.
The finish is nice. I think that does have it going for it. I wish I had the flavor of glass 1 with the finish of glass 2. That would be like perfect.
Yeah, like red Twizzlers up front. Yeah, glass 2 definitely doesn't have the fruitiness that the first glass has. So it's a personal preference thing. I like the darkness that I'm getting. I'm getting more oak in the second glass.
Yeah, that's true.
Class 3, sample C.
Oh. It smells nice. I don't know what I'm getting, but it smells pleasant.
Yeah, I'm getting like a little bit more back to the fruity side, but not quite as red licorice fruit as the first glass.
Yeah.
Maybe this is a little bit more in the cherry vein, but it's very faint.
Yeah, I like it though.
To me, it's the softest nose, but I do like the kind of just general sweetness these are all kind of the same thing. They're low proof weeded bourbons. They're easy sipping spirits. They're not, judging these by the standards of like a barrel proof bourbon would not be fair.
I will say
for what they are.
They all smell higher proof than 90 proof.
I would agree with that.
How they smell, yeah.
Get glassy on the palate. Cheers.
Okay. So I know that we're drinking weeders. This one gives me the most weeder vibes out of the three of them. Not because of the it's not a sourness that I get on this one, but there's like something else I get on weeders and I can't pinpoint it. Maybe it's just the soft feeling, the the like obvious soft flavoring. I know there's not flavoring added, but you know what I mean? Like
100%. Yeah, the first, as soon as it hit my palate, before I even finished my sip, it was silky. Like it's very, not even pillowy, just very smooth, very easy.
Yeah.
The flavors in there kind of track with the nose. It's kind of like this cherry vanilla type of thing going on.
I'm getting more wood
sweet.
on the nose coming back to it.
A little bit. Not too much for me, though. I think glass A is the most fruity, sweet. I think glass B is the most dark and oaky. And I think glass C is somewhere in between.
I think for me, glass... Are we doing A, B, C, or 1, 2, 3?
Either way.
Because you vacillated, so I didn't know. Glass A is got the best flavor. Glass B has the best finish. And glass C, I don't know. It's kind of... It's generally good.
Worth noting that typically we do warm up before we have any sips, but we did not do that today. Go back to glass A now.
Okay.
Because I just went back to glass A to begin with, and that was a very interesting process to go from C back to A. It makes A feel a little soft as well.
It's still fruity. It's always been soft. It's just, it was more fruity. All of these are kind of soft, except the finish on B is uncharacteristically not soft, but the flavor is soft. So they all have an element of softness to them in different ways. I don't know. I think I would, if I had to pick one that's my favorite out of these three, I would pick glass A. Then glass C is my second place, and then B is my third place, only because I literally got nothing off of that glass B until the finish. And a woman does not drink by finish alone, you know? Like, that can't carry a pour for me. There needs to be more than just the finish.
I think B might be my favorite of the bunch. Have you retried it? I feel like maybe you got a bad impression on that first take.
Are you trying to get me drunk, sir?
No, I'm just saying, I think that, like, I don't have the same experience that you have.
It just doesn't taste like anything.
Oh, man. I'm getting a lot of darkness on this, which you usually prefer a darker pour.
Yeah.
Which is why I'm surprised this isn't your favorite. Because this is my favorite of the bunch, I think.
Interesting.
And we may just have different orders here. Yeah, I would say to me, it is a little bit of splitting hairs because they are all kind of the same thing. You're really just picking on flavor profile preference for the most part, except for the finish on B, which is a cut above for this class of whiskey.
Yeah, and I do think you're right. It is like splitting hairs because they're all generally good, generally enjoyable for different reasons to different people. Yeah. You know, you enjoy some glass B because of the flavor. I enjoy glass B because of the finish. You know, so...
Yeah. Well, here, before we do the reveal,
okay.
And it sounds like we might have different orders, so we'll probably just do your reveal first, and then we'll speak to mine.
Okay.
But I think what's interesting here is that O.H. Ingram releasing Uncharted, there's not a pour in here that's just miles behind anything else.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't be able to pick out which one it is.
And there's also not a pour in here that's miles ahead of anything else. I actually don't. I'm kind of confused on what's what. You know, I thought tasting the first glass, I thought I might know what it was, but then I got to glass C and I'm like, I don't know what anything is anymore. So, you know,
and glass C,
we'll see.
Glass C gives me the most weeder vibes, but not but I don't know what that means. You know, I can't tell you that that's the Weller or the other one or the O.H. Ingram. What's the other one in here? Weller?
Maker's Mark.
Makers. Okay.
So let's go through your order first.
Okay.
How do we want to do this? Last place?
Last to first.
Last place is sample B for you.
Makers.
Wow. So this is going to be Aaron's order.
Yeah.
Maker's Mark.
The finish was great, but I just didn't taste anything.
And your second place?
Are my taste buds broken, you think?
I was going to say we should find out your favorite.
Oh. Well, do you want to?
Oh, well, I just saw it.
Oh.
It's the O.H. Ingram.
It's O.H. Ingram, yeah.
And then...
My favorite.
That means your first place is
the Weller
Special Reserve. Wow.
And I picked that on the flavor. Like, I liked that licorice flavor, that sweet red flavor.
Yeah.
I liked that. And tomorrow it could be different.
Yeah. Yeah, it could be. My order essentially would be, I think, personally speaking, this.
You liked Makers first.
Yeah.
Then the OH Ingram second.
Yeah.
That was both of our second places. The OH Ingram, yeah.
Yeah. Not that I don't like the Weller Special Reserve as well, but the OH Ingram in the third glass was like incredibly just silky on the palate. I think that's what is the most impressive thing about it. But the finish on Makers just won out for me. But I would say the OH Ingram is closer in flavor profile to the Weller with that red fruit note.
It's kind of like a mix between Weller and Makers as far as flavor. Because it's got that red fruit, but it's not as turned up in that lane. It's got the red fruit with the oak from the get-go. Whereas like with the Makers or the Weller, you had to taste it several times to get the oak to come through.
And look, if you're like us and you tend to like higher proof, flavorful pours, none of these are going to really satisfy that appetite. But if you like...
these are good, enjoyable drinks.
If you like low proof, easy sippers, I think you've got some great options here in front of you. I honestly think probably, it kind of showed out here, the Makers probably is the most polarizing, and I think that still bears true, even non-blind. Like, people either love Makers or people hate Makers.
Yeah.
There are very few people that are just in the middle about it, and we tend to like the higher proof versions of Makers, but this lower proof version, you know, I'm surprised it performed as well for me today as it did, just to make sure nothing happened. But yeah, I mean, I poured these, Aaron mixed them up.
Yeah. The finish is phenomenal, I will say that.
Yeah. Yeah, for 90 proof. Very impressive.
Yeah.
But yeah, OH Ingram, I don't know that they make this. I'm almost sure it's sourced. It says aged and bottled by the Ingram Distilling Company in Columbus, Kentucky. It does say it's Kentucky Straight Bourbon Weeded Whiskey.
Okay.
Or sorry, Kentucky Straight Weeded Bourbon Whiskey. I want to make sure I'm clear about that. There's not a lot of other details about this bottle, but it's competing in its class. So kudos to OH Ingram for that. You know, maybe there's a new bottle out there that you should be paying attention to if you've had either one of these, or if you've never gotten a bottle of Special Reserve and you're like, man, I just can't get Weller in my market. It's driving me nuts. Just get a bottle of this instead. It's in the vein. Like, you're in the ballpark for sure.
You're inching closer.
Yeah.
So, absolutely.
By the way, while you're here, inch on closer down there to the video description and check out a link to our Patreon. That's where you can get plugged in and get some extra content for as little as $1. Get plugged into our Discord for $5. People over there helping people find bottles, sharing samples, doing all kinds of stuff to help each other out, talking whiskey all day long. And we also have a barrel club where we go and pick barrels from distilleries and make them available to our Patreon community. And you get to those barrel picks through our Patreon. So you can check all that down in the video description below or by visiting patreon.com/stuffandwhiskey.
Yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. Be good to each other. And until next time, cheers.
Cheers. And I'm going to blend these together before we get out of here and see if it's any good.
Let me know how it is before I do it.
Well, I will let you know right now. You can tell the people.
Well, how can I tell the people?
It's like synergy. Let's use some business words when we're doing this right here.
Oh, synergy.
Yeah, I'm going to give it to you and then I'll circle back and try it.
That's very good.
Let me try this.
Okay. That's not bad. Not bad.
Tell you what, we got some other videos to record. Let's put a pin in it.
Okay.
And then we'll save this and try it again later and see if it holds up.
We can talk about it in our one-on-one.
There we go.
Okay.